Recently, I went on a 2-night camping trip that got cut short because of a faulty solar panel. And I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video in case you didn't see it. At the time, I mentioned that I would probably be looking into the new version of the Jackery 1000 or maybe a Blue Eddy 1000 or some other type of alternative power source for longer camping trips. And while the IceCo 100 watt battery does a pretty good job at keeping the refrigerator operating overnight, it's greatly limited in its ability to power multiple items. And on longer trips, I need to be able to recharge my camera batteries, my DJI Pocket 3, my microphones, my iPhone, my portable iPhone chargers, my LED camping lights. The list is long. And I needed something with multiple charging ports and various options that the IceCo small 100 watt battery just didn't provide. And while I was researching the Jackery and Blue Eddy brands and I was about ready to make a purchase, a company called OUPES reached out and asked if I would like to review a brand new battery coming out on the market in September. And I'll be honest, how can I possibly say no? So let me tell you a little about this battery and the paces I've put it through to see if it's really worth my time sharing it with you. Now, this is the OUPES Mega 1. And it is the latest addition to the portable power station market, and it's set to launch on September 10th of 2024. This battery offers a combination of power and versatility and advanced options that make a strong contender in a very competitive portable power market. I didn't realize just how competitive it was until I was trying to buy one. At the heart of this Mega 1 is a 1200 watt hour lithium ion phosphate battery. I have to say that very slowly so my tongue doesn't trip up over itself. It is a lithium ion phosphate battery. And it provides a significant power capacity in a relatively compact battery. Now, OUPES claims that this battery type is much improved over the more traditional lithium battery that the Jackery offers. And their specs indicate a much longer lifespan for the battery than traditional lithium batteries as well. I don't have any data for that on this model, but there is data for the Mega 2, 3, 4, and 5. One of the standout features for me of the Mega 1 is that it has a 2000 watt inverter capable of handling high demand appliances and tools with relative ease. And this inverter can also manage surge loads up to 4,000 watts, which is more than what I found with other brands. And that makes it suitable for starting devices where the charging load might spike when the device is initially turned on. I realized as I was researching batteries that it wasn't just about camping. If I chose my battery well, it would be something that I could easily keep a few things going here at the house in the event of a power outage, and we do have those from time to time. The OUPES Mega 1 does offer several different options from which you can power items. It has 4 AC outlets here in the front, and it also features 2 USB-A ports and 2 USB-C ports, and one of those will support 100 watts of power delivery. And it also has a 12-volt car port. And all of this demonstrates the fact that you can charge multiple devices simultaneously, from smartphones and laptops to small appliances and even power tools. Now, there are various ways to charge the Mega 1, including AC wall charging. It also has a solar panel for charging that you can purchase separately, and it does car charging. Most batteries do that. The AC charging is particularly impressive for me because it will go from 0 to 80% in just an hour using the AC outlet that's provided. And in my testing, when I was going through the cycles, I found this to be very accurate. When I started to compare the OUPES Mega 1 to the Jackery 1000, which is what I was thinking about buying, either the Jackery 1000 or the Bluetti 1000, I quickly realized that we were actually talking apples and oranges because, in fact, the OUPES Mega 1 is more comparable to the Jackery 1500, which is a stronger, more versatile battery than its 1000 counterpart. The Jackery 1500 has a traditional lithium-based battery, and according to the Jackery website, it promises up to 800 charges to 80% capacity through the life of the battery. And they say it weighs about 35 pounds. Now, by contrast, the OUPES Mega 1 has the newer lithium iron phosphate battery that promises 3,500 charging cycles to 80%. And that's compared to the Jackery's 800. And best of all, for my bad back, it comes in at just under 28 pounds. So it's very portable. But just talking about it wasn't going to be enough. So I put it through some paces here at the house, sort of to see how it would perform when it was outside versus inside. So the first thing I did was I charged the battery to 100%, and it did hit 80% in just under an hour, just as it was advertised. But the charge to 100% took about an hour and 15 or an hour and 20 minutes, which is not bad. And then I powered the IceCo fridge that I have and cooled it down to 41 degrees because I would normally have it cooled before I plug the battery in anyway. And at 1:45 p.m. on a very sunny afternoon as we approached the hottest part of the day, I hooked them up outside. And I purposefully placed them in direct sunlight to see how hot temperatures of the day would impact its longevity for a charge. I left it outside overnight and on into the next day, and by the afternoon it was back in direct sunlight in the hottest part of the day. In total, the battery lasted 25 hours before it depleted its charge and the fridge shut down. And I checked the Jackery website and I saw that this was about the same as the low end for the Jackery 1500. And so I recharged the battery and I recooled the refrigerator down again and I hooked them up inside the house. This was about 5 p.m. And I just let it run again until the battery died. So I was in a 72, 73 degree enclosed environment. And this time the battery lasted 29 hours. And again, that's about the top end of the Jackery 1500 according to their website. So temperature definitely impacts the performance, but it doesn't impact it any more than other comparable batteries on the market. And of course, as with any new product, long-term reliability and customer support remain to be proven. While OUPES has a good track record with the previous models, if you're thinking about buying one of these, just be aware this is a new release and it may have some initial sort of teething issues. But I can say that I have not experienced any glitches in the performance of the battery that I received. And like most batteries of this nature, the Mega 1 can be ganged together with other batteries. It has a little connector here on this end where you can gang them together and you can get double the charge, double the time for your battery to last even longer. So all things appearing to be pretty equal between the OUPES Mega 1 and comparable batteries from other companies, the question is, why would I choose this one and not a Jackery or a Bluetti or some other name brand that's out there? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. As with any portable charger that I've looked at on the market, the manufacturer's suggested retail price is really more a suggestion than it is retail. But I think the differences here are still quite substantial. The Jackery Explorer 1500 has a suggested retail price of $1,499, $1,499. And over the Labor Day weekend, that price has been reduced by 40% to $699. The OUPES Mega 1 will have a suggested retail price, according to their website, of $699 right out of the gate. But for its launch period, which starts September 10th, they're offering $200 off, bringing the price down to $499. But stick with me, because as they say on TV, but wait, there's more. If you pre-order this unit before September 10th, you can purchase an additional $50 coupon for just $1. And that will reserve your battery in the waiting period. And so now we're down to $449. Now that coupon won't be around too long, however, so if you're going to take advantage of that, it needs to be pretty soon. And I have a link to the product right at the top of the description of this video, and using that link to make a purchase means this channel will earn some money for the Aspiring Content Creator Grant. This is a reminder that I don't keep any of the money raised through affiliate links on this channel. It all goes toward that grant. But whether you use that link or not, use the code TNTM5 at checkout, and you'll get an additional 5% off. That discount will be available even after their $1 for $50 coupon has ended. And even if you choose to purchase something other than the Mega 1, the discount code still applies across their website. And just so we're clear, OUPES sent me this battery for free so that I would test it. I did not purchase it. But they didn't dictate what I should say. They didn't send me a script of things that I'm supposed to talk about. This review is based strictly on my opinions after some initial testing I've done here at the house. But I can tell you that I like this battery so much and the price point so much that I went ahead and spent $439 of my own money to get the 240 watt solar panel to charge the battery while I'm camping, or maybe even to charge it while I'm using it around the house when we are without power. If you want that additional $50 off, be sure and reserve your battery before September 10th. I don't know how long that part of the pricing structure is going to last. So let me know in the comments what you think about everything that I've told you about this battery or other batteries that you've looked at that you think are comparable to this. And if you have any questions, I'll try to find some answers. I'm not an expert here, but I have some people I can contact at OUPES and maybe get you some answers if you have other questions. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.